thank you for having me on here, Jason.
Hey, no problem.
I'm going to be riding shotgun. You're going to do all this stuff, and if I can think up something intelligent to say, I'll chime in. What have I been doing? Man, this recession has got me so busy I cannot stand it. Mm-hmm. We have a new department in the hardware store. We are a distributor for eFoods, direct storable foods. Mm-hmm. And so I'm going to do a shameless plug for my company. It's the Hardware Store Incorporated, Spicewood Springs Road at 183 in Northwest Austin. Area code 512-250-1591. We stock the eFoods Freedom Unit. We stock the Grab and Go Pack. And we stock the 3-day responder. And you can buy it cheaper from us than you can over the Internet.
Hey.
I have been extremely busy with my eFoods Direct Storable Foods department at the hardware store. And other than that, what I've been doing? Well, we got our own economic stimulus package back in March. We had a hailstorm, and because my store makes window screens, we have been literally inundated with work. We're just drowning in it. But I can't thank Obama for that. I think it was Mother Nature.
Really? Are you sure? Because Bill Gates is patenting a device aimed at halting hurricanes right now.
Well, maybe he could mess up some more screens or something, send some more hail around. The difference. This is an interesting comparison because, the economic stimulus package, as we all know, is a crock, right? Mm-hmm. Well, our economic stimulus package for the hardware store was real world. You had to take raw materials, which we purchase with capital, and then with labor, we convert them into a product, which is a screen, which we can sell in the open market to somebody who doesn't have to buy it from me, right?
You mean a product that's produced here in the United States, made here in the United States, and used by somebody here in the United States?
And I actually make them myself. I got me and one other guy make these things. And it's really. You're
not outsourcing to Indonesia.
No.
You promise.
I promise. Okay. I swear. I don't have any Indonesian.
Is that the simple truth?
The simple truth. No, that's the TV show. He's giving me a plug for the TV show. Yeah, my TV show has been off the air for a few months because they're remodeling the studio.
Oh, are they really?
There. Yeah.
I haven't been down there in a long time.
Well, they're remodeling the studio, so we're theoretically going to be back. Oh, by the way, the website's up. That's simpletruthonline.net. You can go to simpletruthonline.net. and watch some of our shows, which are archived there in the TV reports section.
Oh, cool. Very cool.
So that's what I've been doing. Also, I've been doing a lot with the evil firearms because I have a small gun department in my store. Thank you, Lord Obama, for the tremendous gun sales that have happened since you got your phony election.
Well, you better watch out. Sotomayor, she's coming to town.
Oh, Sotomayor. I mean, she's great. I mean...
Well, you know what? We're going to say let's save the Sotomayor stuff for the other.
Really?
This is a short segment.
Yeah.
So let's go back to a couple callers, but I want to get big time into. I mean, I've been watching some of these hearings. We've been taping them here. And where are the hard questions? Everybody wants to use that wise Latina woman quote, but there's just that's scratching the surface of somebody who's a council member of La Raza and somebody who writes America's Deadly Obsession, where it says, you know what? No guns for you.
Oh, come on. Come on, Jason. There's nothing wrong with being a member of the United Race Party.
Oh, yeah, of course. Roy, in Indiana, you're back on the line, sir.
Yes, and thank you. The man that is running for the Senate seat in Nevada to purposely quit his job, purposely to dethrone this Harry Reid. And he gave me the ability to kind of put this out for him. So he gave me his personal home landline number. And so what I want to do is you email me, Jason, and then I'll send you the information, and then you guys can butt heads and see about an interview.
All right, well, you know what? Just email that to Jason at Infowars.com. That'll actually go to producer Jason Douglas, and him and Rob Dew will set it up. I thank you for the call, Roy. We are always looking for people to stand up and take part in the actual political process. You know, that's what organizations like Campaign for Liberty are about. You know, get a local council spot, run for Congress, become a state senator, or in this case, take on Harry Reid, who really just, you know, talk about controlled opposition. What is this? We got Blue Monday in my ears right now? Jones, I don't know, buddy. I don't know. We'll be back after this. It is the Alex Jones Show. We're in studio with Bob Dacy and Bob Chapman. We'll have Bob and Bob at the top of the hour. PrisonPlanet.tv, Infowars.com.
Are you tired of losing your hard-earned savings in retirement? Does the continued loss of purchasing power through the hidden tax of inflation brought on by trillions of dollars in government bailouts bother you? Then please let me, Dwayne Daly, with Midas Resources, help you to protect what you have left. Call me at 800-686-2237 extension 115, and I will explain to you how to retain your wealth and purchasing power now and in the future with gold and silver. Gold and silver have been a form of currency for 6,000 years compared to our present fiat currency, which has only been in existence for 38 years and failing fast. Call me, Dwayne Daly, at 800-686-2237 extension 115 to start your protection of wealth today. I will custom fit the protection package to your personal needs. No amount is too small, so start today. Call Dwayne Daly with Midas Resources at 800-686-2237 extension 115 for your gold and silver protection portfolio.
We are back. It's the Alex Jones Show. I'm Jason Bermas sitting in. Riding shotgun is Bob Dacy, streaming live at prisonplanet.tv right now. We're going to go to Chris, John, Larry, and others in this long segment. But first, I want to talk about this process of confirming Judge Sotomayor. It looks like that is the process. I mean, there's really no debate. They use the same point over and over again, the wise Latina woman, the wise Latina woman. The false left-right paradigm then feeds into that. You know, you watch Rachel Maddow or you watch Keith Olbermann, and they over and over again make the point that that's what they're focusing on. But they're not focusing on the La Raza Council membership. They're not focusing on the policing in Grove. And they're obviously not focusing on America's deadly obsession, where she says that we don't have the right to have guns.
Well, it's not just guns. What's her stance on abortion? Has she clarified that?
You know, I haven't watched all the hearings, so I couldn't tell you.
She hasn't. I think she's been dancing around everything like they always do. I mean, it's a dog and pony show. The woman is an elitist shill, just like all the rest of them, and it's just for our entertainment. But the Second Amendment, I mean, what is that? We don't need that. Obama's president now.
Yeah, no, we have biomass-eating robots. Why would we need firearms?
We don't need firearms.
We'll just send them in after the bad guys.
They might hurt the biomass-eating robots. You know, I mean, what's Sotomayor's position on the Second Amendment is, oh yeah, I have friends who hunt. Isn't that people used to say, well, I know people that are black. Okay, does that make me okay? You know, I have friends that hunt. Well, what does hunting have to do with the Second Amendment? Tell me.
And not only that, you know, again, she tries to skirt the issue, but then she doesn't answer the question whatsoever. She just says, I have friends who hunt. I mean, doesn't mean she's in favor of that either.
Well, Jason, you're from New York, right?
Yep.
Well, I would have to excuse you not knowing as much about hunting as people from Texas.
You would think that, but I have deer everywhere.
Deer?
Oh, my God. I've been in 4 different car accidents with deer. They're all over the place. It's big in upstate New York. All the city folk come up to the Catskill Mountains to shoot the deer. No, I've been around the whole dressing situation.
Oh, you did everything. Okay.
Throw it on the back and the whole nine.
No, the Second Amendment has nothing to do with hunting deer.
No.
Nothing. No. The right of hunters to stalk and shoot Bambi shall not be infringed. I mean, where does it say that in the Constitution?
In fact, it doesn't. It actually reflects that the people are the militia, that they're the ones that are in charge of upholding the Constitution and Bill of Rights.
Absolutely.
And if a government gets too tyrannical, they then have the right to rise up against that government.
I remember years ago, Susanna Hupp, whose parents were killed in the Colleen Lubies many years ago because she didn't have her gun in her purse. That's what got concealed carry in Texas going. You know, she was in Lubies without her gun because it was illegal to have it, and her parents got blown away by this nut, right? Well, she was testifying before the U.S. Congress many years ago, right in front of Chucky Schumer, my favorite then congressman, now senator. And she looked at him and she said, quote, I'm not going to be very popular in this room by saying this, but the Second Amendment has nothing to do with duck hunting. It's about people like me being able to protect ourselves from people like you. And that's exactly right. And Chucky was fuming. You could see the steam coming out of his ears. You know, that's what the Second Amendment is all about. And when Sotomayor says, I have friends who hunt, that is irrelevant to the Second Amendment. Completely irrelevant.
You know, I told a little bit of this story earlier, but I had my landlord come over and change my dry route, and he's with his son. His son's joining the military, and he pulls out one of those utility knives. You know, one of the ones that's going to be banned. It's a switchblade now. It's more than 4 inches. 8 out of 10 knives are now getting banned in this country. Just totally sick, totally disgusting, totally degrading. And I mention it to him, and he's well aware of it. He's like, it doesn't matter to me. Military's exempt. And I'm like, well, guess what? It matters to me. Why should the military even have knives that I'm not allowed to have?
Absolutely. And during the actual Revolutionary War, if you want to get down to just the statistics of it,
The militia guys mostly carried rifles, barrels that are rifle, more accurate. The guys in the British Army or whatnot, they carried a brown vest musket. It was a smooth-bore musket. You pointed in a general direction, and if there was enough of you fired in the right spot, you hit somebody. So the militia actually had better weapons than the regular army.
Yeah, that'll never be the case again.
Well, come on now. So why can't we?
Yeah, no, I agree, and I was I talked to him about the XM25 and the smart bullets and the technology that the military is openly using now, and I think that we've gone into such a technocracy, it would be impossible for the people ever to compete in a military sense. However, that doesn't say that we should just turn in our guns and bow down to our masters. We still have to, keep away the police state. We have to keep the military and the police separate. I mean, that's common, posse comitatus is there for a reason, and as much as they try to tear down that idea, we have to keep upholding it.
Oh, absolutely. And, another thing Sotomayor has said is that, she has some relative of hers is in the NRA. Ooh, what is the NRA?